Hey Big Shots, a few months ago we talked about how you can use TikTok for your business. And today we actually have a real life case study that blew up his TikTok account to over 400,000 views, sending all that traffic to his YouTube channel. Hey Big Shots, my name is Daniel Ford and I help motivated entrepreneurs master the strategies of YouTube for their business so they can get fresh leads and profits. Today I have Adam O'Gara here from Paper Beats Rock, and he's going to talk about how his YouTube channel blew up because of using the app TikTok. So, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, man? I appreciate you coming in the shop and coming and talk to me. That's awesome.
Tell me about your channel first. So, give a little bit of introduction and then kind of tell us how your channel started.
All right, so I started my channel a little bit over a year ago, and I just really wanted to get up out of my chair in the house and get motivated and start doing things. And so that was the big drive behind my channel. I love vehicles. I'm all about trying to make money. And that's a big thing behind the name of it, Paper Beats Rock. You got to have that paper to beat that rock. So, but I started buying some cars here and there, just getting them on the real cheap and trying to work on them and flip them. My initial little bit of subscribers was just mostly friends, like everyone else gets. I put out there on Facebook, and you got your Facebook friends. They'll just they'll just start jumping on and everything like that. But then you'll end up getting to about 100 subscribers, and then just kind of peter out from there. And then after that, you've got to really rely on more of your skills and trying to get your content out there. Try different avenues and see what may stick and what not. Continue to post on Facebook, get traction out there, but a lot of times people will just end up watching my videos. They're not going to end up sharing the video. So that really limits the amount of growth you can get from Facebook from them. I mean, it's good to get that little initial boost, it gives you motivation to keep on going with it, which is a big thing that helps drive us all. That definitely helps build your initial confidence. After that, I did try pushing my videos onto Reddit. And
now that I haven't done, so tell me about that.
That was met with a lot of negativity. There's a lot of negativity in Reddit in general. People like to just bash stuff. The majority of the time, it's just trolls. These internet heroes have got nothing else to do with their life, and they're just trying to get that dopamine feed by getting you riled up. And so I just had to stop that. That was not good at all. So I would not recommend posting on Reddit. As of right now, I don't really touch it at all anymore.
So let's talk about what happened after that. So after you started posting on Reddit, where else did you go with your channel?
I did try looking up a couple of forums, because that was the hot thing back in the day. Everyone wanted to do forums and talk that way.
Was that a sinker as well?
Yeah, it didn't work all that great. It's more elaborate than a chat room, but kind of like that. It's just, it's something that's dying off. And the only place that you really see forums anymore are kind of around a very dedicated subject.
Yeah, so where'd you go after that?
So after that, I just continued to grind away and make the videos and just post them on Facebook and generate traction through YouTube. I knew that I needed to just kind of do it more naturally like everyone else does. So I really tried to focus on my thumbnail because it's all about that clickbait. Everything you can do to help that out, just making more attractive thumbnails than what I was doing because they were bad in the beginning. And then learning how to use Photoshop to do more proper edits and stuff like that rather than just Windows Paint. So, because that's all I was using back then. I had no idea. Definitely the thumbnail and the title. I mean, that's one thing I've learned huge is thumbnail and title is really what drives my videos. You need to have your best going forward content about what your video is for a thumbnail and a basic, title that's going to help drive that, and doing the research on those keywords to see what is generating traction and make sure that your keywords are not oversaturated.
So let's talk about TikTok then. So
all right.
So I'm just gonna preface this conversation here. So a lot of people, I feel like a lot of businesses are really skeptical about TikTok, and I've talked about TikTok on this channel and how Gary Vee is a huge proponent of TikTok. And after hearing what you have to hear from Adam today about what happened on his channel, I think you're gonna be a lot more interested in using TikTok for your business. So Adam, tell me what happened with TikTok here. Tell me what your initial thoughts were before you hopped on.
Oh yes. So I was just, again, trying to gain traction. I was just how else can I get my name out there? Reddit didn't work. Facebook's only driving me so far. I'm getting the slow growth and everything like that, but I'm looking for faster, bigger numbers and everything like that is what I want. We went and changed out our phones just recently. Got the Galaxy S10, sitting there talking to the guy. He's like, oh, you do YouTube? So I was like, yeah, I can shoot a lot of it on my phone. It's awesome, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh yeah, I just started using this app, TikTok. And he was a younger guy, probably around 26 or something like that. And I knew about the app, but from a very basic standpoint on the outside. outside. I knew it was something that a lot of younger people do. They kind of sing on there, and I thought it was all about karaoke and stuff like that, which that's kind of a part of it, but that's not the whole thing, nowhere near it. And so I was like, yeah, maybe I should check that out. And I reached out to one of my other friends who was in the military with me, and he's actually a professor now in the University of Maine. And so the guy's really smart. And so I run things by him to get like a suggestion. He's like, yeah, a lot of kids are using TikTok. They're all in my classes and everything like that. So probably should check that out.
Like this video down below if you felt skeptical about TikTok, just like Adam did.
So I was like, all right, maybe I'll do this. So I downloaded it, and I found out the editor was amazing.
On TikTok?
Like on TikTok. So natural just to use your fingers and your thumbs and stuff like that to move stuff around.
Yeah.
You record your videos, you add your music to it, and
Do they have music on TikTok?
there's music on TikTok for you to use.
There you go.
And you just look it up and you don't end up getting demonetized. Now there are some songs that yes, people end up cutting out, but in the most part, it's just fair game. Go ahead and rock and roll. And so I was just like amazed by that. Being able to cut my videos, do different shots and everything like that. It made it streamlined and look so good for me. Way easier to use than Adobe Premiere Pro. 1,000 times easier. And so I like that. So I started to dabble around and make a couple videos here and there. And none of them really gained that much traffic, but that's how it is with any type of platform you're starting off. You got to learn the ins and outs and what it's got to be. And then let's go back. My 78 Ford Bronco here was parked over at my friend's house. It was my first vehicle ever. And when I went and left for the Navy back in 2003, I left it here in Oregon and we moved over to the East Coast and stayed over there. And I had not messed around with my Bronco for 17 years. So I was like, okay, it's time for me to get back into the Bronco, revive this thing, really just enjoy my past hobby I had with it. You know, I'm in a better place in life right now, I can do that. So I just did a basic video showing like the Bronco, added some cool music to it, and said, hey, this is my 1978 Ford Bronco. It's been sitting here for 17 years. I'm gonna bring it back to life and just go with it, and showed me kind of hauling it out of there and everything like that. I was really fortunate because I didn't know what I was doing, but I threw up on this my YouTube channel name. Okay, because that's where I was going to make some content based around it, you know, just kind of on the side, have fun doing that and everything like that. And where my friend's house was, and I did all this and everything, it is out in the boonies and there was no service out there. So I did that, I was on his Wi-Fi, I uploaded the video and everything like that, and then I got in my truck and I left. And it takes me about 30 minutes to drive back into town. I get into Wi-Fi service, I'm actually going to the barbershop to get my hair cut, and my phone is just blowing up, like non-stop, just... I look and there's people all of a sudden commenting left and right and following me, and I was just like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is this like? Your mind automatically thinks like, is this what it's like to have like one go viral? Is this what it is? It's like, no, it's not happening. It's not happening. This is not what it is. And it was just like kept on going. Like every 10 minutes, I'd pick up my phone, look at it, and I'd have 99 plus followers on TikTok all of a sudden like that. And so like I just pick it up, cycle through, okay, tons of followers, tons of comments, okay, like just like every like 5 minutes.
What's going on in your mind?
I was just like, oh my gosh, dude, like why is this so amped? And I was like super pumped and everything like oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like I start sending my wife a text saying, babe, the video is like gaining traction. She's like, what video? I was like, yeah.
She's probably just like, whatever. He's probably got 100 views or something.
Yeah, exactly. It was generating so many views so fast, and I was getting so many subscribers so fast, it couldn't keep up. So I had no idea where I was at. Like I would refresh it like every 30 minutes trying to see the algorithm, and it would show like a jump by like, say like 5,000. And then I refresh it again in 10 minutes or 5 minutes later, and then it would show me up like 30,000. So it was just like, the views were just, I couldn't believe how many views it was getting. It was just, wow. That's the best way I could say it.
So how high did it get? So like within, what would you say in a day? Would you say around how many views?
Within the first day, so by that night, I had 100,000 views on the video and was just blown away. My follower base, or it's like your subscriber base on YouTube and everything like that, it had jumped up to 5,000 followers on it. And before I posted this video on YouTube, I remember checking it that morning, I had 380 subs.
That's how many subs you had
right
before you posted the video.
Right before I posted the video. By that night, I had 1,500 subs. So all I did was I created that video and I started getting tons of subs because they saw, Paper Beats Rock YouTube on there. But then also everyone started commenting and posting, where's the Bronco videos? Because they wanted that content immediately. They're like, hey man, I went to your YouTube channel, I subbed, but I don't see any Bronco videos. I was just like, oh my gosh, okay, stand by, they're coming. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna do something.
Fast.
Yeah, fast. So, and that was a Thursday when it happened. The next day, we're getting up early in the morning because we had to drive up to Portland from our house to my brother's wedding, and I'm there all weekend long. So I can't make a video at all. Yeah, I was totally freaking out. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose all these subs I just generated and everything like that. But over the weekend, it just kept on blowing up more and more and more and more. And so by the time we got back home on Monday, and I finally made a real quick basic video about what I was gonna do and everything like that, shot that out onto YouTube, I was already up to 3,000 subs at that point, and I had an older video that just had Bronco in the title. That generated so many views just because they were looking for Bronco videos. And so, and all my views on all my videos were just skyrocketing. So I put out that first Bronco video, and they just ate it up. I mean, and it's just been climbing nonstop since then. That first video that I put out, I'm well over 40,000 views on that video.
On your YouTube video.
On that one YouTube video, and like the rest of the videos are just climbing right after it. 20,000 views, 16,000 views as they get up and they build more traction.
So, I just want to say, so he generated over 400,000 views on your TikTok video, right?
Right, on the Pacific TikTok video, right now we're over 430,000 views.
And so then all that traffic went to this one YouTube video on his channel, and this video gained over 50,000 views, would you say, around?
Over 50,000 views on that. Yes, the one video.
And now you're at how many you went from 338 subscribers to...
Right now I'm coming up on 6,000 subs right now. And I'm generating about roughly 100 subs a day right now.
Is TikTok still for kids, you guys? Come on, seriously.
That's another huge point right there, because I told one of my friends that I was getting TikTok, and I showed him a couple videos and everything like that, and he was very negative about it. And then like I was like, hey, check out this video, I made this and everything like that. He was like, oh, I don't watch TikTok. That's for kids. That's my daughter knows about that and everything. I thought it was very naive to say that. Granted, he's not a content creator, but that's not something, or not the way that you should look at any of this. If it can put your name out there and help bolster and have this much ability and traction, utilize it. And TikTok really helps because a big thing is there are 15-second videos. So you think about that short-minded plug that you're getting. That's what it's going to end up being. Yeah.
So what are some action steps you think my audience could take right now for getting on TikTok? What are some big recommendations if they're going to make a video?
Big thing is that it has to be very natural. So you need to be able to back up whatever you put out there, okay? But it needs to not feel super forced. The music is key. Find a great trending song that really looks good and utilize it. What you'll want to do is like give yourself the best help and everything like that, is look through TikTok and look at these videos that have really high view rates, really high like rates or hearts, and don't 100% copy, but emulate what they do, or something along those lines. The demographic is around a lot of young people, but there's a lot of older people. Like, I'm 40 years old. There's a lot of people on there that are around my age group checking out videos, and they're looking at car videos or truck videos or four-wheel drive and this and that. There's genres based around everything. If you are into doing cruises and you have a YouTube channel around that or this, it's got all that kind of stuff. The ability to edit something, like I'll record a video for TikTok and it takes me about a couple minutes to get my base idea, record something, 10 minutes maybe to edit it, throw it up on there, and then people start watching it and generate freaking thousands and thousands of views. The power of it is astounding.
So Big Shots, if you guys enjoyed this video and you want some questions answered by Adam himself, comment down below any questions you have about growing on TikTok, about sending traffic directly from TikTok to YouTube. And I'm sure Adam would be kind to answer some of those questions in the comments below.
Absolutely. I am all about engaging the audience and letting you guys know what I did so you can emulate that. Hopefully repeat the same steps that I did and grow your own stuff, because that's what we're all about, is trying to make our YouTube channels happen, because that's what we're here to do, is just make that growth and feed our information out there to people. I'm so pumped about like just how this has worked out. It's hard to put into words. I'm struggling right here to put it in words, like how excited and motivated it makes me. Just people engaging with me and just talking with me, like, how'd you do this? How'd this go? How's this working now? And everything like that. I get so pumped. It makes me want to go out here, work on more videos, get going, just get cranking and engage and talk to my people. I mean, I love it. And so, yeah, anyone that wants to throw questions at me, I'm all about it. I'll freaking get on there, type right away and totally engage with you.
So comment down below any questions you might have for Adam. So Big Shots, if you want more ideas on how to actually grow your YouTube channel using TikTok, I'm gonna link a video right here which will tell you the exact steps to do that. So check that out, Big Shots, and I'll see you guys next time.